Paying respects to the victims of a mass shooting. The U.S. president visits Buffalo, New York, a community gripped by grief in the wake of a violent and deadly act of hate.
And we're in Buffalo, the scene of a growing memorial, as we learn more about the victims and the suspect in this senseless, racist, and unthinkable act of violence.
Good afternoon. 10 people were killed in Saturday's attack.
We're once again live outside the supermarket where the deadly chain of events unfolded.
What happened here is simple and straightforward: terrorism.
The U.S. president visits Buffalo to meet with the families of the victims of the racially motivated mass shooting.
To date, in 2022, our unit has had 60 carjacking occurrences that we have taken care of. Last year,
Leaf star Mitch Marner, the latest victim in the alarming rise in carjackings in the GTA.
I know that our visit here this week comes at an important moment, with Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples across Canada committing to reflect honestly and openly on the past.
And Prince Charles and Camilla arrive in Canada to begin a 3-day royal visit. Jamie Goodfriend.
And I'm Stephanie Smythe. Welcome to Live at 5.
U.S. President Joe Biden traveled to Buffalo today to visit the community that was the site of a mass shooting targeting black people. The president and First Lady Jill Biden laid flowers at the memorial outside the Tops grocery store where 10 people were killed on the weekend.
It's scary. That's life. Like, that's not hockey. That's scary. That stuff is jarring.
Mitch Marner's teammates react to a carjacking incident last night that saw gunmen steal the star forward's Range Rover in Etobicoke.
I was not expecting to come back home to bury my brother. It's not fair to me. I got nothing and no one anymore.
Families grieving the loss of their loved ones meet with U.S. President Joe Biden in Buffalo. CB24's Beatrice Vaisman is there and joins us live in moments.
Human remains found in a bag in Uxbridge last week are that of a Toronto man who was reported missing last summer.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Smythe, and welcome to Live at 5.
And I'm Jamie Goodfriend.
Toronto police are calling it a crime of opportunity, and Leaf star forward Mitch Marner is the latest victim.
5:59 and 16 degrees. This is Toronto's breaking news, CP24. We're live in Buffalo, where U.S. President Joe Biden visited the site of this weekend's mass shooting and met with families of the victims.
Be sure to tune in to CP24 tonight at 7. Thank you for watching. CTV News at 6 coming up next.
White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison running through it. It really is.
From the president, Joe Biden in Buffalo, a community just a couple of hours down the road, but also firmly in the hearts of so many tonight. A city still trying to make sense of the unthinkable.
Finally, we are getting some hard talk about what this is. This isn't just a lone wolf, mental problem young man.
An act of racism and of hate. The calls for a real reckoning growing louder on both sides of the border.
The memorial continuing to grow at this hour as loved ones of those lost share memories and their hopes for meaningful change.
Good evening. This has been a day of high emotion. The U.S. president saying hate will not prevail.
Joe Biden meeting with relatives and friends of the 10 people killed at this supermarket, targeted because they were black. It was an extremely powerful moment watching the president visit the memorial site not far from me. He arrived in this city late this morning aboard Air Force One.
to date, in 2022, our unit has had 60 carjacking occurrences that we have taken care of. Last year, we had 59 for the entire year.
Carjackings are on the rise in the GTA, and now a star player on the Toronto Maple Leafs, the most recent victim.
Good evening. Police say the incidents are most often crimes of opportunity, but there is growing concern over their brazen nature, as well as the suspects' willingness to use violence. CTV's Beth McDonnell has been following this story and joins us now live with more. Beth.
Ontario unmasked. Provincial mask mandates for most public spaces have officially expired, with Ontario's top doctor saying the province is trending in the right direction. Good evening. The lifting of mask mandates is the latest sign of the province's recovery from the pandemic.
Masks will still be required in some locations like long-term care homes, with some health experts saying the province could have kept the measures for a few weeks longer. CTV's Scott Lightfoot has been following this story and joins us live now with more. Scott. It's the day many have been waiting for, or dreading. Provincial mask mandates for most public spaces have officially expired, with Ontario's top doctor saying he isn't concerned about COVID-19 cases spiking as a result. Good evening. While masks will still be required in some locations, like long-term care homes, they will no longer be mandatory on transit. Some health experts say the province could have kept the measures for a few weeks longer. CTV's Scott Lightfoot with the story.